Hey guys, Wrecked here, and today I am back playing Tera Online, and today I have decided to make I'd say a beginner's guide, a level 65 beginner's guide on what new players need to do when they just reach level 65. So this would just be a short guide that's going to show players on what steps they need to take for them to get the best gear, for them to finish and unlock all the introductory quests, and get into the full content of level 65. So hope you like this video, and don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. So starting off, you have to get to this area called High Watch, and High Watch, when I open my map, is in this area of the map. It's a level 66 to 65 area, and once you start doing the level 60 quest line, you eventually end up there. And High Watch is pretty much just over there. Spring Valley, X Prima, High Watch is right there, and you'll be able to enter the High Watch gates, and this is where everything essentially starts off at level 65. So when you get to High Watch, the first thing you're gonna have to do is, when you look at your minimap, there's going to be Dogo, who's an NPC near the teleport area in High Watch, and this NPC is going to be the NPC that's going to be in charge of all your level 65 quests, all your level 65 storyline quests. So just get all these quests, and the first quest is going to be when you open your quest log, which is L. Scroll all the way down to level 65. I have Speak with Mocking Goblins in Smugglers League. So I have to. This is going to be the quest that's going to get me my first flying mount, and I have to get to Morik. So if you click on the name there, it'll show you where that is. That's X Prima, pretty much. And if I'm not mistaken, I can easily, it's in Spring Valley, I can easily get there because I have a Vanguard initiative. So one of my you can either use the Vanguard initiative or just teleport there like that. I've got one Vanguard initiative that I can teleport over there. So this would be the first quest you have to do. Get in your first flying mount. Alright, once you teleport to Spring Valley, or once you ride to Spring Valley, you'll be in the main town in Spring Valley, and you just have to go to Morik, who's going to be over here. And these are going to be very easy quests. It's just going to be quests that will send you around to talk to a few people within this capital city, within this camp. So get that quest, accept, just look at your minimap, look at where the where the quest is leading you to, and there, just speak to him. To the next one. Get that, accept, and if I look at that, there's a highlighted area which is around where this frog is, so I just have to ride towards there. And there we go. So that's done, and let me go hand in the quest. And this should give me the blueprints to get my flying mount. There we go. Alright, I'll just open my inventory, learn the flying skill, and I have my mount under ride. There we go. I'm just gonna put this somewhere on my action keys and press F9. There we go. So yeah, you just play around and you know how to take off on this. Just run forward, double click spacebar, and off you go. You'll be able to fly. So now it wants us to go to that frog which is up there, so just fly towards it and accept the quest that it has, and hand in the quest. and this should be the last part of the Flying Mount quests chain. Just get back to Morik, accept, and get your gold. Alright, so this in turn will, if you look at your quest logo, will unlock all the other level 65 quests. So for you to accept these, I'm pretty sure you already have, but I'll just go to Highwatch to double check with the NPC there and see if I've accepted it. And once I accept it, the first quest line is going to be Calivan's challenge. So alright, let me get to Highwatch and I'll be back. Alright, so once you're back in Highwatch, it looks like you don't have to go back to this NPC, and you can pretty much just start off the storyline, and that's going to involve doing these quests. So the first quest on the level 65 storyline is do Calivan's challenge. So I'll just queue up for that over there, take that, queue up for that, and I'll be back after I complete Calivan's challenge. But I won't show the footage because that's just going to make the video way too long. Alright, and once you're back, you just come back to the same NPC over here, hand in your quest, and you'll be able to do the next instance, which I'm pretty sure, I'm not going to do them on this character because I've already done them on quite a few. I'm pretty sure after Calivan's challenge, you just have to click on the next quest, and it will tell you it's either the Abscess or Channel Works. Then when you finish all of that, you're going to have a full, pretty much a full set of tier 8 gear, and how you enchant gear is what I'm going to talk about next. So see you then. Okay, so once you've finished all the story quests, let me open my quest log again. Once you've completed all the story quests, you will have quite a fair bit of, because if you look at the quests here, you're gonna have quite a fair bit of Vanguard credits, which if you look at each instance you do, for example, Calivan's challenge gives 90 Vanguard credits, and Celestial Arena gives 50, and so on and so forth. The Abscess gives another 70. So what you have to do now with these credits that you're getting, apart from the Masterwork, the feedstock you're getting, is to get Masterwork. And right here in Highwatch, a quick vendor to get the Masterwork that you're gonna need to enchant your gear plus to plus 12 is you come to this NPC over here. So again, just look at the minimap over there. The teleport NPC was over there, and I just came over here. This is the main hub in Highwatch where there's a banker, there's a merchant, and there's a trade broker. And just come here and come to Vanguard Initiative Quartermaster. Interact with the NPC. Then when you open this, go to Special and come to this, the first page, Masterwork Alcahest box. It costs 200 credits, and I had 500 points, so I can get 2 boxes. And click OK. So these loot boxes are going to be in your inventory now, and what you have to do is just open them up, and they come with random RNG rewards, but you get a solid 16 Masterwork Alcahest. So just click OK. I get a charm. Keep going. Alright, I get another crystal. So that should be a total of 16. Oh, 36. I had a few more. Alright, so 36 Masterwork Alcahest. And this should be enough to to enchant my gear fully to a certain extent, maybe one piece of gear. So let me just jump onto another character that doesn't have any gear that's enchanted as much as this has been, and I'll get back to you. Sure. Okay, so I'm now on a character with entry level gear. So the first thing you're gonna have to do is, if you've noticed, every time you go into an instance, you get feedstock, and the first entry level gear, which is Dreadnought gear, is tier 8, and this is tier 8 feedstock. So the more feedstock you have, obviously the more enchants you can, the more times you can enchant your gear, and yeah, so you need to get as much feedstock as you can, and which is just through doing instances. I've got 552 feedstock here. And what I'm going to have to do is, let me get a piece of gear out, open my enchant tab, close that. I'll just put this foot piece, and you're gonna need feedstock and something called tier 8 alkahest, and this alkahest right here can be bought from a vendor, from a merchant, any merchant. So I'll just come to the merchant here and buy some tier 8 alkahest. You can just press shift and right click and you can be able to enter whatever amount you want instead of clicking it over and over again. I'll get 200 of them and click OK. So I've now got about 400 tier 8 alkahest and a fair bit of feedstock. So this is just going to be a demonstration on how to enchant your first piece of gear. So if this is from tier 0 to tier 9, then after we reach tier 9 I'll show you all what you can do. So I'll just click auto enchant, or you can enchant manually if you like. So here we go. This is tier 2, tier 3. There might be a few fails, but that's alright. Entry level gear is very easy to enchant, so there's going to be a heck of a lot more successes than fails. And another good thing is, if you're interested in PvP, this entry level gear is pretty good for is okay for PvP, because it's got PvP passives, PvP set bonuses. Okay, so now once we reach tier 9, which is that, how much do I have left? I've got 300 feedstock, which is pretty good, and still a lot of alkahest. And after you reach tier 9 on all your gear, so I've got tier 9 boots and tier 9 chest, what I'm gonna have to do is just a sec, is I'm going to have to I need to be able to masterwork the gear. So what I'm going to do, all you have to do is every time you do an instance, you gain Master Enigmatic Scroll, and you need the tier 8 Enigmatic Scrolls or the Master Enigmatic Scroll, and these will just automatically be given as loot rewards every time you do an instance. So by the time you do all those quests that get you to run through all the dungeons, you're going to have a fair bit of these scrolls, and you'll also probably have a fair bit of identification scrolls. If you don't have any, but trust me, you will, you can just get identification scrolls, which are these from the merchant again. You go to the last tab on the first page and you just get a fair bit of them. I'll say 5 because they're a bit expensive, and click OK. So I've got an extra 5, so I've got about 48. So what you do is you click on the Master Enigmatic Scroll and you click on the piece of gear that you want to masterwork. So once you click on it, this window is going to open, and just click Reset Effects. Again, it's all RNG, and just keep clicking on it until it says it's a success. Keep clicking it. Keep going. And finally, we get it. So to say, congratulations, +9 4-foot boots is verified as Masterwork. Click confirm and just close that window. So that means we can now enchant these boots past +9 and try and get the boots to +12. So in this case, what you're gonna have to do is open your enchant window. Don't worry, I've got old gear on this character. I've got tier 7 gear, and it's still currently better than the tier 8 gear I have because I fully enchanted this, but let us just get this. So every time it gets masterwork, there'll be a little ribbon appearing at the corner of the gear icon. Little ribbon there. I also enchanted my ball and it's got a ribbon. If it's not masterworked, it's going to be plain. It's just going to be an ordinary piece of gear without a ribbon at the bottom right corner. So I'm going to put the boots there, and now if you see what materials are going to be used, is it's still feedstock at the top, and now instead of using Alkahest. It's going to be using Masterwork Alkahest, which we got from the specialty vendor over there, and it's only going to be using 8 of them, so I'll click enchant. There we go, it goes to +10. Enchant again. That's a fail. Enchant. So you just do this up until you get to +12, and that means your entry level gear is going to be fully enchanted. There we go. That's a success. That's definitely going to be better than my current boots. I can replace them, and that bumps up my item level as well. So that's essentially what you're gonna have to do with all your pieces of gear. So after you finish all the introductory level 65 quests, which is running through the instances, you're going to be given all this tier 8 gear, but it's not going to be enchanted. Just enchant it the way I showed you how to enchant it, then masterwork it using these scrolls that you get, and then enchant it again to get to +12 if you have the resources. And if you run out of resources, just do the instances again. And one thing that I didn't mention again was when it comes to the Vanguard requests, because these requests are what give you these special rewards, the credits, the credits and the feedstock. For dungeons in this patch, you are able to run 8 dungeons of any nature, and you're going to get these rewards. After you finish running 8 dungeons, all you're going to get is loot. You won't get these bonus rewards, which is the credits. So just keep that in mind, and these run times refresh every single day, so 8 dungeons a day is pretty good, especially if you're a casual player. That's more than enough to just run those instances. And if you're a more committed player, just run those 8 dungeons and do whatever you want afterwards. Keep running for more feedstock, but that's how the system has been set up right now. And yeah, I hope this video has really helped anybody that's been confused on what to do when they get to level 65. And another thing that I would suggest is try and join a guild. So when you press G, it goes to, oh, I'm in a guild here, but when you press G, you just click the guild finder and you just choose what type of guild you want. You want a PvE focused guild, you want a PvP focused guild, or you want just a casual guild. You highlight those, and if you want the size, you can choose any size for more options. How to join, send any, or send a message to the guild master, or join now if you like, if you want to join now. And level, any level, or my level, but just click any if you're new, and click search, and a bunch of guilds will pop up, and they'll show you the size of the guild, the playstyle, and who's online. And when you click on that, you can pretty much click apply if you're not in a guild. But I'm in a guild right now, so I can't do that. And guilds are extremely helpful, because any other information you've got, any other questions you've got, is going to be told to you by your guild members. One thing I haven't mentioned in this guide is what crystals to run for and what stats you need to roll for on your gear, but that's for a later video. This is just purely an introductory video on what to do when you reach level 65. Alright, so just to quickly recap this video, once you get to level 65, find a way on getting to High Watch, either ride to High Watch or teleport there. And after you get to High Watch, talk to the NPC and open your quest log, and you'll be able to find all the level 65 story quests. And once you start doing those level 65 story quests and complete them, you will be awarded with the entry level tier 8 gear, which after you get the gear, you will be able to enchant that gear using the materials that you got from those instances. After you enchant your gear, you will be able to enter more dungeons and other instances and do better in PvP, because you've got a higher item level, your stats are a lot higher, and your character is a lot stronger as a whole. I really hope this video has helped out anybody that's been stuck on what to do when they get to level 65, and don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. It's been your boy Wrecked. Peace.